I'm Yves. I've been working in audio and sound and music for the last 25 years. I studied film, but then immediately my attention got drawn to doing sound design and music. And so one thing led to the other, and from doing basic studio work over doing scores for theater, dance, performances, movies, anything. Uh, I ended up doing mainly sound design for TV series and movies. I got involved in the game, I think, through my twin brother, who I think is an ex-colleague of the Happy Volcano guys. But it was a nice challenge that all of a sudden I got offered, so I took it with my both hands. For movies or TV, whatever, you just deliver your music, and it is what it is. And for games, it's amazing how you can actually split everything up and link every single element of your music or your sound to a certain character or event, and that's extremely exciting because the music is hardly ever the same, and it depends on how the player works and how the game works. So that's for me the most exciting part, but also the most challenging, of course, because every single track needs to stand on its own as well, and if you combine all the tracks, it still needs to work as well. But I think that's for me the big advantage of now getting into this game audio and game music. For the artistic value, so to speak, I think the the interactivity is for me is next level, and I think it's very exciting, and actually it put me into another way. Actually, made me think in another way of dealing with music for for scores for movies. It's definitely something I want to investigate more. Yeah, so everything in my studio is there to be used, obviously. A lot of the tools I use, I can easily link to atmospheres as well. I know this kind of synthesizer is very useful for this kind of mood, for this kind of sound. If something needs to be totally off and weird, I will probably use the modular system. So the mood actually dictates the tools instead of the other way around. I try to put a central theme in there, or more again like a central mood. I think for me the I wanted to create something that evokes loneliness, of course, also like some kind of anguish, solitude. Not, I wouldn't say like not really sadness or melancholy, but more like something uncanny, something eerie. That's what I definitely wanted to do with it. More with the soundscapes and the music than with the other sounds, like the more realistic sound design. But they actually both work together, and it's something that also works nice when you work for movies, for instance, that you have very moody, brooding atmospheres, and you still have like very concrete sounds, and it usually matches, yeah, pretty well. And that's also very exciting because it doesn't put you in a total abstract atmosphere all the time. Those concrete sounds keep you on your toes, and the other stuff is just fantasy. I think I've put more time in finding the right sounds, the interaction sounds, all the little details. That was actually more complex, and there was more feedback basically on that than on the music, which I find very normal because everything music atmosphere wise is so so abstract and so much fantasy based, that there's actually no frame. But I think in general the interaction with the team was, the way we did it for the first job was for me totally workable. I really enjoyed it.